new vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Diane. I'm an indie author. I have 2 books out currently, a poetry collection and a new adult contemporary novel that will make you laugh, make you cry, make you want to call your mom, your sister, and your best friend. The links for those are down below if you want to check them out. And I make videos about my life, my writing and publishing process and all that stuff here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them, so subscribe if you like the vibe. This vlog, I'm going to try to make a true weekly vlog. This week is an opportunity for me to work on my time management skills at work. In other words, it's going to be a rough week. It's going to be a rough week at work as far as the schedule, the shooting schedule. We're starting early Monday, but I think by Friday we're starting at like 4 or 6 p.m. I need to double check, but there's going to be a shift again in my sleep schedule and stuff this week. So it's going to be a little rough, but I'm trying to put a positive spin on it, you know? It's not going to be a rough week. It's an opportunity to hone some skills and just generally rise to the occasion, you know, try to maintain rest and productivity this week. That is the goal. That is the goal for this week. Since I've been trying to get caught up on watching people's YouTube videos and stuff lately, I've noticed that people have been coming out with their like novel November, like novel writing challenges for November, and I've been loving them. And even though I'm not officially participating in anything, I do want to be drafting this month. However, before I can start drafting, I need to have some sort of basic outline done for my story. So that being said, my goal for this week is to do some more brainstorming and get a general outline. Even if it's not the most complete or thorough outline, that's fine. I want to have something. I want to have an outline of some kind, even if it's missing a bunch of stuff. That's fine. I'll continue to work on that next week, but I want to get the bones down. I want to get a foundation down. Ideally, I would love to start drafting by mid-November. That would be great, because my ultimate goal is to have the first draft done by the end of this year. By the end of 2025, I want to have a rough draft, a 0 draft done of this book. Novel, novella, I don't know yet what it's going to be. And I feel like that's pretty ambitious, but also I'm going to try it. I'm going to try. I do have 2 weeks off for like the holidays, so I will have more time in December. November, I'm still working full time, but in December we get our kind of like winter hiatus, our winter break. So I know for sure I'll have 2 weeks off that I can dedicate to working more full time on this draft. And while the 0 draft of Ben took me, I don't know, 8 months or something. Technically, I think when I actually started to prioritize it in 2020 and like I was actively working on it, I think it was at least 8 months. That's my baseline as far as like how long it takes me to 0 draft. So setting a goal of trying to have the 0 draft of this novel done in like a month and a half is pretty ambitious, but I'm gonna do my best, okay? I'm gonna do my best. And so yeah, this vlog is the beginning of that whole process. I'm gonna finish doing my brainstorming and getting my outlining done. As far as the details, I don't know how much I'm gonna share just yet because it is so new and fresh. I do want to share some things, but much like I did with Ben, I'm gonna be keeping a lot of details kind of under wraps. I think that's what feels good for me, but as I go through this process, if I feel like there's something I want to share, even if I know or think that it might change, I think that's okay. I think I could share it. I think I could do that. But we'll see. I'm going to kind of play it by ear as far as how much I share. I do want to be as helpful as possible in terms of sharing my process and what I do and any tips and tricks I might have. I definitely want to be doing that during this process. I think that would be really helpful. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's about 3:30 right now. I think I'm going to be going between some creative work, like working on brainstorming and stuff, and then like home things. I want to do some cleaning, some tidying. I wish I had a little more time, you know, like I wish the weekend was 3 days. I really do. But I'm gonna do as much as I can in the time that I have. I really just want to get like a decent clean and tidy done. For sure, sweep the floors. I'm doing laundry. I want to clear out the sink and the dishwasher and just like wipe surfaces. That's it. I'm not doing anything too deep. I'm not going too deep. I'm not doing a thorough clean. I'm doing just like a basic clean to keep my home feeling good and feeling warm and safe. I've been really called to doing that. There's just a different energy after I've like cleaned or like when I maintain things. Like it just feels so good. And I light some candles and the energy in here just shifts. I love it. I feel like it's my house spirit just being like, thank you, I appreciate you. And yeah, my first little sprint, I'm actually going to do some home things and then I'm going to settle down. I have some work things to do and then I'll get into some was gonna say some Ben work. Oh my god, I can't say that anymore. I'm done with Ben. I mean, I'll never be done with Ben, but I'm done with Ben. I'll get into some brainstorming for this new book. Hello, so it's a little bit later in the day, not as late as it seems. You know, we just ended daylight savings time, so pray for me and my seasonal depression, please. Let me just bring you a little bit closer. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad. I'll try to fix the color in post as much as possible, but here I am. I'm having dinner. I ordered myself ramen because, first of all, I love ramen, and I especially love ramen during the Burr months, so I am in my ramen era currently. But yeah, I've done a little bit of tidying, and I've done the stuff that I needed to do for work, so now while I'm eating, I'm gonna do a little bit of brainstorming. I'm also watching Kids Baking Championship, of course. But while I'm eating, I'm also going to be taking some notes. I have my Scrivener file, so I'm going to just be brainstorming any of the stuff that I've kind of had in my brain the last little while, and trying to organize things. Like recently I started my like character sheets. By the end of tonight, I would love to at least know my 2 main characters, which I did the other day, and then how many ghosts there are going to be, like what that sort of thing is going to be, how many, and like a general idea of like who they are. Any other important side characters, I want to think about that as well. I've also been just kind of coming up with a few random scenes. Like the other day I was like, I'm thinking about the timeline of the story, so I want to make some notes about that. I know that it's going to be around like Halloween, like it's going to be October. That's when things take place in the story. So I'm thinking about any little scenes that are like specific to the month of October that I want. I want to think a little bit about the town itself. It's a small town, so I want to have an idea of the town itself. I need to make different folders within my Scrivener document for all these different things. So all the different characters, the world of story stuff, any scenes that I'm thinking of. I also would love to think about, because my main character is a baker, and I definitely want to have some scenes where we're baking things. I want to think about what some of the actual baked goods are going to be in the story. There's one scene that I kind of have in my head that is okay, really quick, just to reiterate in case you haven't seen my other vlogs where I briefly talked about the story. It is going to be a romance. There will be a romance. It's not going to be like a paranormal romance in the sense of the main character and like a paranormal being. It's not a ghost romance, but there is a romance in this story. I've been thinking about like spice level and whether or not that's something I want to try. It is like in general, it's something that I would really love to try writing. I don't know that I'll be any good, but I'd like to attempt it. And I've been kind of thinking about whether any of that sort of stuff would be in this book. I definitely need to like see as I start writing the story and like get to know these characters and stuff. I need to see if that fits. I definitely would never force it. But there is one scene that I'm thinking of that I want to happen that could lean spicy. Like, but not like spicy, like maybe just like a tingle. It leans tingly, okay? There is a scene that I've been thinking about that I think would be kind of like tingly, you know? So that is really fun. I'm very excited about that. I've also been really excited because I've been thinking about these characters. I want to make sure that, if you've read The Echo of Precious Things, you'll know Ben, and that's kind of like my favorite kind of male main character to write. You know, I like to write good dudes, like good people. I'm really excited to be thinking about like more about these characters and like figuring out who they are and how they go about life, you know? And I really want to make sure that they're different, you know, they're different from Ben and Madison. I'm a little bit worried that I actually haven't even decided if it's going to be like in third person, first person. I haven't quite decided. I feel like I'm leaning first person. I think this story fits that. I think that would be good for this story, but I haven't officially decided 100%. But if it does go first person, I'm a little bit afraid of it kind of sounding the same, you know? I want to make sure that it sounds different. I want them to be distinct, you know, like I really want them to be distinct. And so far, my main character in this new story feels very different. She certainly looks very different as far as like her hair and her eyes and stuff like that. Like that's different. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of brainstorming while I eat, and I'm going to just like make the different files for the different things that I want to then populate and like brainstorm and like start writing some stuff, you know? I'll check in, if not later tonight, I'll check in during the week at some point because my start times are gonna be later and later in the day throughout the week. So I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can in between shifts. Expect to see me get progressively more exhausted throughout this vlog, but hopefully it'll be insightful and entertaining in some way. I don't remember the last time I vlogged, but I'm assuming it was last weekend. Today is Saturday, it's November 8th. I certainly meant to vlog a bit more throughout the week, but I just didn't get an opportunity. I couldn't squeeze more time. Like I couldn't make more time. I was tired. I also had like a bit of it was a long week at work, but it was also a bit of an up and down week for me emotionally. I'm in my luteal phase. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough week. Today, what was the last thing I vlogged? I feel like the last thing I vlogged was me doing some like brainstorming and like working on the new book, and I have some updates. I have made some progress throughout the week. I mostly just like snuck some work at work. I've kind of worked on it in between things, which has felt really good, and I've definitely been thinking a lot about it. I'm getting close. I'm getting very close. I do have my outline, and I have some things roughed into, I think, almost every chapter. I think currently I have 20 chapters. I just went up to 20, but it will probably be more than that. I don't know. But at this point, I think I have something roughed into all the chapters except for maybe 4. There's still definitely a lot to figure out and finesse. It is more of a cozy, sort of lower stakes story. So there isn't this like big antagonist or like conflict thing, but there are like there's something. Like I think I figured out what, like there's like the thing. I don't want to give too many details away currently. I think I will give a little bit more as I figure things out, but for the time being I'm gonna be pretty vague for a little while. So I have the thing, and I kind of have a sort of like antagonist sort of thing. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I do have a character and I have a sort of vibe, but I need to figure out the why and like the what, and then like how things are resolved. So I have some notes about that, but that's still evolving. That's still evolving in my brain, and I don't think I'll be able to start writing until I figure out like a general gist of that, you know? Like I still need more information at this point. I'm expecting to zero draft this and then add a bunch, and like I'm expecting this to change quite a bit and to morph. So I'm not too concerned. Like I really don't need it to be super outlined. There's going to be a little bit of discovery writing to a degree. I'm an outliner through and through, but there will be a little bit of discovery writing, I think. And things are going to be like super in flux, and I'm very okay with that. I do feel like after I've written the zero draft, I'll have a better idea of the story, of the characters, like I'll have a better idea of everything, but I do need something to start. So I'm not quite at a place where I'm ready to start drafting. I do want to do my character profiles. Right now I just like have the different like documents, but I don't really have information in there. And again, I don't really have anyone named except my 2 main characters, which I will share maybe in my next vlog. We'll see. I do have my 2 main characters named, but other than that, I don't have anyone named. Like I have nothing. So I would like to get at least some like placeholder names for everyone else. Like I like having names. Like the names might change. Names certainly changed in Ben. Like originally, I mean Ben was always Ben, but originally Madison's name was Sarah. So that changed, but I would like to have at least some like preliminary names, you know, like some names that I'm going to use for now. So I do want to work on that as well. I also would like to do a little bit more research. I have a little research tab. I'd like to do a little bit more research about running a bakery and that sort of stuff. There is a bakery. It plays a big part in this story. So there's certain things that I would like to have just like a general understanding of, and like a little bit of like at least collecting some research. So yeah, those are the updates as far as the new book. I still don't really know how to refer to it. I want to call it Ghost Bakery, but I don't know. I haven't quite landed on anything just yet. I obviously don't have a real title just yet. I'm hoping to have one before, you know, a few months before publication, but we'll see. I haven't landed on anything just yet. I have a full weekend planned. Today is quite the day. Tomorrow I do want to spend a significant amount of time working on video editing because I'm so behind. I am so behind. Oh my god. So I'd love to get some done today, although today's a pretty full day. Tomorrow I do want to just really prioritize. I want to focus because I keep doing other things. Because I work so much and I can't do anything during the week, so everything has to fit into the weekend. But today, right now, I'm about to leave for the mall, a different mall, like close to where I live. I'm gonna go to their Indigo because my books came in, so I'm gonna go sign those. That'll be lovely. I'm gonna get some breakfast because I'm starving. I haven't gotten anything. I've also been thinking about getting a new phone, so I'm gonna go take a look. But I'd like to do something like that today. I do need to do some errands. I need to do some stuff around the place. I would love to go see my parents today, and then I also have D&D at 6, so I gotta do all my running around stuff before that, and then I have D&D at 6 until probably 10-ish, so that's gonna take a big chunk of my day. I would love to get some writing stuff and some video editing, some YouTube stuff done today, but we'll see. It might have to mostly be pushed to tomorrow and be the main focus of tomorrow, but yeah. Good morning. Happy November 9th. Today is actually the first snowfall that we've had in Ontario, so I put on my chunky sweater. I'm feeling a little rough today. I finally got my period, which is great for like the emotional side and like mood wise. I feel like I just broke a fever, so that's lovely, but I am feeling quite crampy. However, I can't let the cramps settle, you know, like I have to keep moving. I didn't get much of anything done yesterday. Like after the mall, I tried to nap a little bit before I had D&D because I was really tired, but also because I was just like really depressed. Like I was just really sad. So I tried to sleep. I did a little bit of crying and trying to like regulate my nervous system. I don't think I really slept. I maybe got like a little nap in, but then it was D&D and it was actually lovely. It was so good. I haven't been to a session since like April, so it's definitely been a little while. It's been difficult with our schedules and stuff to really get like a date. So today, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to focus on trying to get some video editing done because I didn't really do too much yesterday as far as like anything. There are a few things I need to do today. Like I need to get groceries. I meant to do it yesterday. I never ended up going. So really quick, I'm going to clean out the fridge of some like old things, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store, just get a couple little things to refresh for the week. After that, I'll do a little sweep and tidy that I meant to do yesterday, and then we're gonna get into some video editing. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm really hoping to get at least the rough cut of the vlog done today. That would be great, and then I can hopefully work on it throughout the week and post it by next weekend to Patreon. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll be honest, the cramps are slowing me down already. It's bad. Hello, today is Sunday. It's November 16th. We're already halfway through November. As much as I want time to pass because I want my contract at work to be done, I also it's moving too quickly. It's almost 2026. It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on today right now. I'm actually just about to leave to run some errands. All I've done this weekend so far is clean my apartment, and it has felt so good. I don't really have any updates as far as my book. I haven't worked on it very much. I do plan on looking at it tonight, and I think hopefully like finishing up the outline, or at least this version of the outline so far. I do intend to do that a little bit later, but my only real update is that I've been feeling so much better lately. I've really been focusing on trying to regulate my nervous system, and cleaning and like doing that sort of stuff like always really helps ground me. So that's been really helpful, and yeah, I've just been doing a lot better in general, and it feels really good. There's still a lot that I need to do to kind of get caught up as far as like life and like book things, and just I'm so behind on my trackers and all these things. Like I'm so behind on a lot of things and like correspondence. Like there's a lot of things that I need to get caught up on, but I'm feeling really capable. Like I'm not overwhelmed. I mean, it's overwhelming. There's a lot that I need to do, but I'm also feeling like I can do it. Like I can tackle it. I'm capable. I have the capacity, and I'm just feeling hopeful. I'm feeling good. And I'm honestly feeling so excited to get started on this new book. I'm nervous to start writing, but I'm so looking forward to it. I really think as much as I want to get a little bit more information before I start, I really think I'm gonna start drafting sooner than I would have drafted Ben, you know? I think I really do need to start writing, and then I will continue to work on all of my story Bible stuff as I'm writing. I just think it's gonna be so good. So yeah, I'm gonna go do those errands, and then I'll come back. I do have a birthday dinner tonight. I keep forgetting that I have that. Right, that's gonna take a few hours of my night. But yeah, it's about 1 right now, so I'm gonna go do those errands, come back, and do a little bit of work before that dinner, and then I'll do a little bit after that dinner. And I'll probably update you either later tonight or hopefully throughout the week this week. I'm hoping this week is mostly in studio. Monday is gonna be a bit rough because we are on location and it's a food scene, and those are always a little more rough. But after that, we're kind of just in studio, and it's pretty simple. Oh, I also have the Friday off. Right, I'm taking the Friday off, so I'm gonna have a long weekend next weekend. It's gonna be good. Oh my god, it's gonna be a good time. Anyway, I'm gonna go do those things, and then we'll talk a little bit later. Hi. It has been some time since I have vlogged. It is 11:30 on November 23rd. Some time has passed. I completely forgot that I meant for this vlog to be just like a weekly vlog. That's hilarious. There's actually a few hilarious things that I said in this vlog, like wanting to start drafting by mid-November. I didn't watch all the footage, so I don't know how much I've said, but work has just been work. Between working 13 hours a day and being sick for those 2 weeks, I'm still a little bit sick, honestly. I don't know what's going on, but I'm a lot better, but my throat is just like, not having it. I think I also need to get a humidifier because I think just like the air is dry in my apartment. So anyway, between working and being sick and just trying to maintain life, I just haven't been able to really lock in and do any more work. So that's a little bit disappointing, but I'm hoping to get into a little bit more tonight. I really would love to do a significant amount of brainstorming tonight. I have some running around that I want to do today. I need to go see my parents today. I got to go to the mall to return something today. Nothing too crazy. It shouldn't take too long, but then once I'm home, there's just like some work stuff I got to do, and then I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in for at least like 2 or 3 hours. That is the goal, so that's what we're gonna do. It's about 11:40 right now. I'm gonna go do my running around things, get all of that out of the way, and then when I get back, I'll talk a little bit more about what's been going on and the book. You know, getting into some book stuff. Okay, so I'm finally back home. It's just after 4 p.m. The sun is going down. I have this weird shadow here. Cat's going crazy. She's chasing her own tail. Are you bored? So I went to the mall and drove around for like 10 minutes feeling like a friggin' vulture and trying to get a parking spot, like seeing if people were going to their cars, and like it was wild. It was so bad, and I just felt so gross. Like, there's something about the holidays and, like, all the people who go to this, like, the consumerism, it makes me feel so gross. Like, it just makes me feel so gross. So I was like, you know what? I definitely don't need to do those returns today. Like, I have time to do them. So I was like, maybe I'll go another day somehow. It's hard. Weekends are the only time that I have off, and of course, that's when most people have time off. So everyone's at the malls and at the stores on the weekend, but I was like, I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes. If I can't find a spot in 10 minutes, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So are you okay? So I didn't end up doing the return, but I did go to HomeSense because I needed to buy some baskets for like under my coffee table. So I got those and I went to go see my parents, and now I'm back home. And like, that's how long all of that took. That's all I did. I went to go see my parents, I went to the store, and I tried to go to the mall, but I didn't. I did not. And now it's about 4:15. I'm home. I need to do some work stuff. I really need to get it done. I'm hoping it won't take me too long, but I would rather get that done and out of the way and then just be able to focus on doing some brainstorming. While I was driving, I was listening to the playlist that I have so far. I think I have like 10 songs, but I might actually remove 1 or 2 of them. I haven't decided. I mean, it's too early now to be like tweaking things, but I was listening to my playlist and I was just thinking about the story, and it felt really good. I haven't really done too much thinking about it in the last week or two, so it did feel really good to be thinking about it again. And yeah, I need to read over my notes so far. I still know the gist of it, but I want to see kind of where I left off. I think I really am still trying to figure out exactly, like, I have like the bones, or like the skeleton is like coming together, but it's still not quite. I still don't know how big of a skeleton it is, or like a skeleton of what. Like, I don't really know, but there are bones coming together. I just need to still figure out the bigger picture and like the main thing, I worry that I'm going to overcomplicate it. I need to be careful about that, but right now, I don't want to worry about that. I just want to get out all the ideas that I have and then try to like shape something. So anyway, I'm losing light by the second. So I'm going to do my work stuff. I'm going to make myself a late lunch or early dinner, I guess, at this point. And then I'll get into a little bit of brainstorming, and I'll talk to you hopefully a little bit later. Again, forgive me for the lighting. This is what I've got to work with. So anyway, it's about 7:10 right now, and I have about an hour and a half at least, roughly, before I really need to start like winding down and getting ready for bed, because I do need to wake up early tomorrow morning. I've eaten dinner. I've done all the things that I need to do for work. I've done a little more like home care stuff, and now I'm just gonna settle in, read over all of my brainstorm notes, and just work on all of that stuff. I know my original goal was to be drafting in November, but I really think that my goal now is just to complete my outline by the end of November. I have my sort of story Bible at a place where I feel good about starting the zero draft in December. So I'm going to open up the document and just start doing a little brainstorming. Read over what I have and add to my brainstorm. I'm also going to listen to my playlist that I've started. I should listen to other music so that I could add to the playlist. And at the same time, I'm just going to open everything. I'm also going to open Pinterest and look at my board and see what else I can add to it and stuff. I am going to be sharing, I decided to make a little mood board for the story so far, like just the vibes. And I'm going to share it on my Patreon first. I might share that one eventually to like Instagram and stuff and on here, but this first one I think I'm just going to share to my Patreon because it is such an early, it's like so early in the process. I don't think I ever shared I don't think I ever really made a mood board for Ben, and I definitely don't think I ever really shared a mood board for Ben ever. So this is kind of new for me, and it's honestly, it's exciting. I feel like I'm doing things a little bit differently, but it's feeling really good. Like it's feeling good. I think that's what I'm going to be doing this week is finishing up my rough zero draft outline and also creating like a little mood board. I do have a Pinterest board, like I have a full board, but I think I'm going to do a more specific mood board, and then I might even do like character mood boards. I don't know, but I do want to share that to my Patreon before the end of the month, so definitely going to be working on that. And yeah, I'm just going to be vibing. Today's Thursday, November 27th. It feels so weird to be checking in on a Thursday because it's a work week and like a work day. I actually woke up earlier than I should have. I thought I worked at 8:42, but I work at 9:42. So I had a little bit of extra time this morning. I got ready and I was doing a little bit of video editing. This vlog was supposed to be a weekly vlog. And I'm pretty sure it started on like November 2nd. So turned into a monthly vlog. Anyway, I have a little time before I need to leave. I'll leave in about 10 minutes. So I wanted to do a little check-in. Also, I know 9:42 seems like a weird work start time. In film on set, we have like a call time for like a shooting call time, like a crew call time. And then we also have like pre-calls. Some departments need to go in before crew call so that they can like get things ready for crew call. And that's done in 6-minute increments. And so we have an 18-minute pre-call today. But anyway, I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in because I have an update. I have a little bit of an update. First of all, really quick, thank you so much for all the love and the hype. That hype button, that like new feature, I don't know if everyone knows about it, but there's like a hype button so you can like hype videos. I've never gotten any hypes on my videos, but I got a bunch of hypes on my latest video, and that's very sweet. That video is performing a lot better than most of my latest videos have been performing, so that's really, I'm very grateful. Thank you. I'm hoping this video I can get up very soon. I'm aiming for Sunday, but we'll see. We will see. The update that I wanted to talk to you about, obviously, is about the new book. So I did some work on it yesterday. I've been kind of just adding to the outline and some of my brainstorm notes. Technically, I have the outline complete to a degree. I have 20 chapters, and I technically have something, kind of written in every single chapter. Yesterday felt really good when I was working on it because I was kind of, I don't know, this is so fun. Like I love this part. But it felt really good because I was looking over what I had already written, and then that was giving me more ideas for other things, and I feel like I'm like getting there. Like I feel things like slowly evolving, and I'm slowly getting to what the story is, and I'm adding in these like little things, like little flavor, like little seasoning, and it's feeling good. Like I feel like I'm really making progress as far as like developing this story and like figuring out what this story is. And it's definitely evolved. I don't know. I mean, I won't really know until I've completed the zero draft, but I don't know that it's going to be a novella. It's feeling novelly. It's feeling novelly. I was looking at the chapters and I was like, I think I'm going to need more chapters. With Ben, my first few drafts, the chapters were just entirely too long. I didn't have I know why I broke it up. Like I broke it up by day. That's how I was breaking up the chapters. And so some of the chapters, like some of the days had like a lot of scenes and there was a lot going on. So I get why I broke it up that way. I wasn't, I'm not very used to breaking up chapters, doing that. So I know why I did it that way. So I really kind of struggled with that. But then I feel really good about the way that the chapters are broken up in the final draft, in the published book. So I feel like I have a little bit of that. Like I feel like I'm a little better equipped to break up chapters, and I kind of have a better sense of that. So that's feeling good, but I definitely, I can see that like I really need to break things up differently. And there's also still just like a lot of like nuance missing. There's still a lot of little beats and things that I want to add in, and things that I still need to figure out. Like there's still things that I think I don't know yet, which is fun. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Like the getting there part, the developing of it is so much fun. It's so much fun, and I'm really excited to start drafting, but also I'm really excited for like, I feel like the first 3 drafts are really, first 3 to 4 are like really where the magic happens, you know? I don't know, I'm just really excited for the way that it's going to evolve and morph in those first like big developmental drafts. So yeah, because I've changed my goal to at least having the outline done by the end of November, I've technically reached that goal, and I'm going to continue to tweak things. Like I feel like I could start drafting. I could technically start drafting based on the outline that I have currently, but because I have a little bit more time and I do want to take my time. I really don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush into the first draft, but I also don't want to take too much time. Like I don't need to get super thorough, but I would like to do some more work. So I'm glad that I have like a working outline, and now I'm gonna spend the rest of the month. It's not very long. I have a couple days and maybe into December, honestly, but I am gonna take the next little while to kind of continue to finesse this first draft of the outline, as well as like building all the other like character sheets and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing over the next few days, but I wanted to close off this vlog because I feel like it's probably long enough for a weekly vlog, definitely long enough. And then yeah, I'll start the next one over the weekend, where I'll be getting a little bit more into the outline and like the shape of things and the characters. I still need to name, there's still a lot of characters that I need to like figure out a little bit more about them. I need to figure out their names. There's still quite a bit to figure out, but I'm so excited about it. Like I feel so good. Like I feel, I love this part. And I'm so excited to share this part of the process again. Like I haven't done this part in like 6 years. Like I haven't, that's wild. I'm so excited for this next chapter, for this next book. And I'm so excited that you're here with me. And there's so many more people here than there were like when I first started this part of the process. So I'm just excited. I'm excited to share, and I'm excited to do it, you know? I'm really excited to see how my process has changed and just like what this story is. I'm really excited to learn more about this story. So yeah, let me know how your November went. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're reading, what you're writing. Let me know all the things. Thank you so much for watching. And if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are gold. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.